Why are you doing this?
No, it's bad. But I was listening to the last podcast to try to while I was editing it to see just what's up, and I I didn't realize how often I refer to girls as bitches.
Yeah, I know. There was you did not stop saying bitches.
I didn't even realize it.
You really didn't?
It
was every time you mentioned it was like you couldn't say female, you couldn't say girl, you couldn't say.
I think I said it once. Cause I was listening so I could just see how it try to listen to it from a third person's perspective. Yeah. Like, God damn, this dude says bitches a lot. I said, let's talk about how Spanish bitches don't age.
Yeah. Damn. You were a little aggressive.
Yeah. I'm gonna blame a little bit of it on the
alcohol?
The old alcohol.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just natural. Like I don't mean to be
aggressive or disrespectful.
Yeah, disrespect. I gotta have some fucking. I don't mean to be disrespectful. That's just how I talk. A lot of that comes from Hey, yeah. Hey, you want to meet some fucking sad, just fucked up people? Service industry, dog.
Yeah.
I was such an innocent boy before.
And you kind of picked up a lot. I can tell.
Yeah.
I think you picked up a little bit. But it's more noticeable when you're talking to strangers.
Yeah. Have I showed you the picture of my first day at Topgolf?
It's on the fridge at your parents' house.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta take that. Why is it on the fridge at my parents' house?
Because it was your first job.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And your little blue shirt.
Yeah,
with the
I'm a little baby boy. Yeah, little baby boy.
You are tiny.
And then you work. You know what a kitchen's like working in, dude? Oh my god, it's so aggressive. It's just like how you would picture it in the movies, where it's just like.
I had it. I mean. It's nothing. It's probably nothing like what you experienced, but I used to volunteer at Fish Fries, and I worked the runner. So I'd just take food from the kitchen to out front, and every time I would be in the kitchen, all the old ass people would just talk shit to me, constantly. So I was like, all right, well, a little unnecessary, but maybe that's just because they're back here.
Yeah, man. I think they're just some sad people in general. And then you gotta take out that aggression somehow. You know how fucking frustrating it is to be just fucking so close to the way the kitchen works. If you haven't worked in a kitchen, you gotta serve the people no matter how badly you don't want to serve the fucking people. Yeah. And you could be working your fucking ass off to get closed down and have everything nice and clean. And you're trying to time it, so by the time last call is there, right?
Yeah.
Where customers can't order, you want to time it so everything in your station's clean at that time.
Yeah.
So you could just bye. But yeah, dude, it's so frustrating to have the old customer come in at fucking 5 minutes before close and order on your fucking.
Yeah, that's kind of. What time do you close the kitchen? Because I know, does Topgolf close at the same time the kitchen does?
No, I don't work there anymore, but the kitchen closed 30 minutes before.
Did I just drop Topgolf as a name?
Well, I did. That's a big
I know, but I mean, I'm just
for all the 4 people listening to these first episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, it got so frustrating being in the kitchen.
You had a fun moment.
Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
There was a fun year and a half, 2 years?
Yeah, that was there. I made so many friends there. And so many influence, whether you want to say it's good or bad. I don't know. Look where all my innocence went.
Yeah.
But no, I
mean, everybody has one of those experiences. You don't see everybody coming up innocent.
Yeah, I like the people a lot. That's really the only reason I stayed there for as long as I did was the people.
You became manager, and then you're just like, nah, it ain't what it was.
Yeah, I'm cool on that. Yeah, too much.
You know what? I forgot. I was planning to start this episode with an intro.
Oh yeah,
but we kind of just went for it.
No, yeah. So hey, Here's the. Maybe I can make some cuts. No, I won't.
Nah.
Hell, we're back.
You want to do that?
What?
Wait. Can we trademark that?
The hell, we're back.
Yeah.
No, because that's an actual person. We can't trademark someone. I mean.
Never mind, man.
The Chicago Cubs. Hell, that's probably my favorite accent to do.
Yeah.
Hell, we're back.
Nah, but I came up with a name for it. It's a nostalgic name. You may have already guessed it.
No, I have no idea.
Really?
No, so we need a name for this fucking podcast.
This is by no means set in stone when I say this.
No,
so
here's...
it's either yes or no.
Here's what's going to happen. Michael needs to learn how to say, I'm going to make the decision, damn it. So I'm giving you complete control over this.
Yeah.
And whether I like it or not, we're just going to roll with it.
But this is our thing. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like a joint thing.
Yeah, but it's not that deep.
Alright, let's talk about that fucking shit. Not that deep.
No. What's the...
okay, we'll come back. We'll come back to the not that deep bullshit. That's a bullshit comment. Anyways, something along the lines of.
No, just say the name you're thinking of. Just say it.
Do you want me to say it, or do you want me to just go for the intro?
Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna say the name, and literally whatever words come out of your mouth, that's gonna be the name of the podcast.
Well, I'm gonna say the name as soon as I had a little script planned, but I would say something along the lines of, "Welcome back to apartment 834."
Oh, so yeah, I do like this because I saw it when you emailed me
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, if that's the name, I kind of like that.
Because it's like this is where we started. Like if in 5-10 years we're still doing this shit.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
This is apartment 834.
Yeah.
So this podcast is called Apartment 834 Podcasts. With a little T, in our logo, there's a little TM above the 834. Not for trademark.
You made a logo?
Yeah, I did. I did make a little logo.
Hey.
But there's a little TM in the top corner, not for trademark, but for Tyler Michael. So it kind of just ties it all in.
Trademark too.
Yeah, I mean we're eventually gonna get there. Eventually. Thomas said 10 o'clock, by the way.
Fuck them.
We'll leave him out there.
No.
But yeah, apartment 834.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
And our logo, if I can fucking pull it up, which by the time it comes out, hopefully we'll already have it up. So if somebody is watching this, you can see it.
Some might say listening, but yeah.
No, but I'm saying you're gonna watch the YouTube videos. You're gonna have a logo there.
Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah. So I've been fucking spicy lately.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I've been a spicy boy.
Okay, imagine just our little thing like this. Font might change, but that little 834 right there is our circle bubble.
Yeah, I'm about it.
Yeah.
Clean ass colors too. Blue. Are you gonna stick with the blue and the white?
Yeah. Blue, white. It almost gives off like an office theme. The Office.
Yeah.
And then I told you about the banner. The banner is gonna be us two facing out of the balcony. All the fucking plants, because you're nature shit. I might edit. I even thought about editing like a little planet that's closer to us than the moon, so it kind of grabs my space nerdiness and your nature nerdiness because of all the plants around us. I don't know.
Run with it, my boy.
I don't know.
Run with it.
We'll see.
Speaking of Office, have you seen that TikTok? Have you seen those TikToks where they hold up a sign of something and the people walking by the hallway past the sign have to say either overrated, underrated, or properly rated?
Yep, I've seen those.
They did the Office one. If you think the Office is overrated, you want attention. You just want to be different, I think.
No, The Office is overrated.
No.
The Office is overrated. And I say this because it's the same scenario as if you told me Marvel was overrated.
Yeah, but I haven't seen any of the Marvel movies.
And I haven't seen any of The Office.
Oh, you haven't?
I have not seen The Office.
Oh, so I don't. So you have no right to say.
I've seen like 1 or 2 episodes.
Okay, so when you say it's overrated,
I think it's overrated. I've legitimately never seen it.
That means nothing to me. That means nothing. if you haven't seen it. I'm not gonna say Marvel's overrated.
I mean, I've
I haven't
tried,
seen
but
it.
I've tried watching The Office and I couldn't.
No, people just want to say it's.
I think it's overrated, and it's
very
truly
good.
overrated.
It's properly rated. It gets a lot of hype, but it's properly rated. You know what's not properly rated? Fucking movies.
What do you mean?
Fucking movies.
Elaborate.
I know I'm in the minority. I know I just told you not to say shit that you haven't seen, but yeah, man. It is. I don't know. It's a long time to just sit there.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, are you not enjoying the movie enough to actually sit down and watch the movie? Because it's like that with basketball, I think. Like, if you liked basketball, you would go play basketball, no matter the effort.
I could watch a 2-hour, I could watch a 3-hour sports game, but I can't watch.
That doesn't make sense.
Because
that doesn't make sense.
Sports, when you're watching a sports game, it's more casual. There's commercials, you go to the bathroom. If you miss a play, it's not the fucking biggest deal in the world. If you're watching a movie, you know, you gotta fucking watch the movie. That's kind of the whole point, I feel. It's not nearly as casual as watching.
No, it's not. It is a little bit more.
A football game or something like that.
But I mean,
I guess I just don't.
Do you not have the patience for movies, or do you? Because I'm all about movies, all about them. I'll sit down and watch 3 movies back to back to back.
Nah, dude, I'd rather take fucking 6 uppercuts and do that.
Bro, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know I'm in the minority, but I think it's just.
The reason this has come up is because I just binge watched literally 3 series of Spider-Mans because of the new Spider-Man movie, No Way Home.
Are there gonna be spoilers in this? Or aren't there?
I mean, what? I mean,
if there are, you gotta say it.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Well, fuck it. There's. Nah, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. But yeah, you just watched what
spoilers.
7 movies? No spoilers. You
No
just
spoilers.
watched 7 movies within what 3? All in 3 days.
So Monday, I binged watched Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the final one was on Thursday. I binge watched. Let's see, 3, 5, 9 movies. And then that's I binge watched 9 movies within 3 days, and then on the 4th day I watched this 10th movie.
How?
Which brought everything together.
Yeah, dude. I guess I just don't have the patience. I mean, I don't know. I have the patience with other things. Maybe I just don't.
Yeah.
Because I can watch a TV show, and I really like TV shows, even if they're not great, like Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones. Because I could watch it over a period of time, and I feel like the climaxes are more of a climax than in any movie possible, because you can only fit so much story into 2 to 3 hours physically.
Yeah.
When you're forced to watch a show, even if you binge watch a show, you're not gonna get through 8 seasons in one day. I mean, if you are, yeah. I'm not gonna talk shit, but.
I mean, I've binge watched full seasons.
But my point, even if you can't binge watch 8 seasons in one day, so you're forced to watch it over physically longer periods of time. So I feel like the climaxes are more like, oh shit, because it's been building up the past even 3 days if you binge watch them.
Yeah.
In my case, it's months.
And the way I see it is equivalent to 1 season is basically 1 movie.
That's not true.
Why?
Even if it's 30-minute episodes?
1 season is equivalent, like, story-wise,
it
tells the same amount as a movie, but in shorter time. You don't have to watch 15 different episodes with 15 different problems.
So it's more of like a...
For me, why I like movies better than shows. Don't get me wrong, I still like shows.
Yeah.
But, like, what I like more about movies is they're a little bit quicker.
Yeah, you get a good story.
Yeah, you get a good story in a good amount of time. And if you wanted to continue that, then you watch series. Like, you know, Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, and then all the other ones.
Yeah, I don't know where. I just can't fucking sit down and watch movies. Unless, if I'm forced to, I have to fidget with something. But I just can't do it. I can't sit there.
I mean, we've watched movies in a movie theater before.
Yeah, and by the end,
You're kind of like,
I'm like, oh, I'm glad to be
it's over.
done with it.
See, I mean,
I'm still like, hey, that was really good, but I'm really glad I
Yeah.
don't have to just sit here and not move anymore.
Maybe it's just because you're like a kinetic person.
Yeah, I gotta do something. I could play video games for hours. I could sit there and fiddle with a guitar for fucking
It's
hours.
keeping your mind busy, I think, is what you're kind of lacking.
My body's gotta be moving. Unless I'm just stoned and just listening to music. That's the one instance. But I feel like my brain's still being pretty stimulated there. It may I was forced to watch. Maybe this is where it came from. I was forced to watch movies. I don't want to say like eyes peeled open.
Yeah. But I mean, you're still like, hey, come out here and watch this movie with us, type deal.
No, not even that. It was we were forced to either watch a movie or go to sleep. Those were our two options.
So
In my grandma's daycare, when we were younger, the little kids were forced to take a nap.
Yeah.
They got to watch like a 30-minute episode or something. They had to take a nap. And then like the big, quote unquote, big kids, in like 5th and 6th grade, from 1st to 5th and 6th grade, you would be in a different room and it would be like a 2-hour long movie. And you could just watch the movie, and then after that, we'd go play outside.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. If you didn't want to watch a movie, then you could just lay there for 2 hours, and you could try and fall asleep. But those were two options.
Yeah, I feel that.
And so I remember, absolutely hating to be like, oh, I gotta sit here for 2.5 hours to watch a movie.
And do you think part of that is because you thought recess or your playtime was after the movie, so you just felt like you were waiting for it to be over?
Yeah. I mean, I guess having all the energy.
Would that be like a part of why you weren't paying attention to the movies as much as some of the other kids?
Probably a little bit had to do that, but even the times it rained.
I mean, yeah, but like, come on. I mean, you're still being forced to watch a movie or laying in bed.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, I love my grandma.
Yeah,
she's got the best daycare. I wish that was probably the best. It's probably my best childhood experiences was going to her daycare.
Is she still doing it?
Yeah, I don't know how many kids she's doing. But yeah, if I'm taking care of other people's kids for an entire day, I'm gonna make sure they lay down and get some rest.
Yeah.
So it obviously makes sense.
Yeah, but it's like if you're in her shoes, you're like, yes, finally 2.5 hours away from them.
Some of the movies I just didn't. They're like,
what was the one you told me that was overplayed so many times?
Twister.
Yeah, that's it.
Twister. I saw Twister pretty early on.
So you were scared of it?
Yeah, and I had no really knowledge of tornadoes before I saw the movie.
Yeah.
Even though we learned about tornadoes pretty early in elementary school.
Yeah.
But I was real young when I saw it for the first time, and I knew we lived in an area where there's tornadoes, and they're gonna be in the spring. So whenever it was spring, I wasn't like scared, but in the back of my mind, I was like, "Man, I really want it to be summer. I don't like it. I just don't." Yeah,
dude, I was the complete opposite when we had when we heard tornado sirens. Well, actually, I wanted to go outside and see it, but like my mom was telling me, "Hey, go to the basement. Go to this room with no windows. The typical storm shelter room." But I would always try to go out into the living room and watch news with Dad about the storm and walk outside and just watch.
Yeah, I definitely watched
so cool. I'm such a fan of just watching the weather.
Yeah.
Raining, thunderstorms are ridiculous. That's not my favorite thing to watch is a thunderstorm.
Yeah. And tornadoes are cool because they're one of the few that you could like sit back and watch. Like you're not gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh, tsunami!
Yeah.
Oh, let's go look at the waves, kids.
Yeah. Nah, because if it's a tsunami, you're kind of fucked.
Not fucking with hurricanes.
No.
Those fucking winds. Hey, speaking of winds, if you're listen to me right now. If you're in high school, if you're in middle school right now, in your dream, let's say you're in 8th grade. You're an 8th grader. So how old are you, roughly?
13?
I was 12. So okay,
12,
13
13.
average. And you want to be? What do you want to be when you grow up, Michael? What did you want to be when you were a kid? Just a little bitty
I
eighth
don't think I
grader.
really have one of those. But let's say a fire truck or fireman.
Let's say you want to be a fire truck.
Fire truck.
Yeah. Let's say you want to be a fireman.
Yeah.
And you're in 8th grade.
I identify as a fucking fire truck.
Yeah. That was hard. Let's say you're in 8th grade right now, and you want to be a fireman. You're an 8th grader in 2021. You better be a fireman in the next 10, 15 years. So what? By the time you're 30, if you're not a fireman, you're not gonna be a fireman. You know why?
World's ending.
World's gonna end.
World's
gonna end.
World's gonna end. I mean, we probably sound like those fucking hippies on the side of the road with a sign saying "World's gonna end." Yeah. But I mean, like the difference in sheerly just weather at the moment.
Yeah.
From when we were 15 to when we were 20 is ridiculous.
Yeah. And I think it's a little more worrisome for us, our generation, because at least personally in school, the biggest thing, even up until college, one of the biggest things they pushed in any really subject was sustainability, going green, recycling.
Yeah.
And so it's just a little concerning because it's I mean, granted, we're young.
Yeah.
I'm 23, you're 21. We haven't been on this planet enough, maybe, but it's never been 70 degrees in mid-December in Kansas City ever. It's just weird.
Or fucking high ass winds. Like there's been tornadoes in December. When have you ever heard of tornadoes in December?
Yeah, man. I think they happen, but not
to this.
Like
I've seen what 3 different tornadoes.
It's like the spring where it's like a normal thing when you turn on the news.
It's like
in the spring, tornadoes here.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah.
We just skipped winter, basically.
I hope not.
I think we just skipped winter.
Hey, it's Christmas next week. Here's a couple. Yeah, here's a couple tornadoes.
Bro, I'm gonna fucking see the tree start blooming here in a minute.
Oh, dude. So I was at work, dog, and I work for a company that contracts through Amazon, so I use the Amazon vans to deliver packages. Those things are just under like 10,000 pounds when they're empty, so with packages, they're probably 11, 1,200 pounds. On that day, that windy ass day, when was it?
Last Wednesday.
Whenever it was.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
They're like, yeah, man, don't go on the highways. If you can, stay off the highways because the winds are bad, and we know these are big vans, but it's still gonna get us. Like, I don't know about that. It's 1,200 pound van or 12,000 pound van.
Yeah, but if you look at a semi can get toppled over.
Yeah.
Instantly.
And I started driving on the side roads. My route had me take back roads anyways. And it was blowing me. I was like, oh no, this is fucking ridiculous. Yep. Not only are the fucking winds pushing this big ass van around, there's a couple times like I had to like really like
correct it.
Correct it, but like try to like shut the doors and everything. Really? It was blowing me. I was at the gas station fueling it up, and I was like pulling with all my weight to get this fucking driver door closed. But not only is it fucking windy as shit, it's 70 degrees. Yeah. I can go fishing.
yeah.
It's Christmas next week. Dude, I can go fishing right now.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, the ponds and creeks are probably 50 degrees right now. With water being that fucking warm in the middle of winter or December, not winter, December is ridiculous. Because usually it's frozen over by now.
Yeah. You can walk on it sometimes. Yeah, I was feeling up with that fucking wind. You know what you don't want to do when it's 80 mile an hour winds, Michael?
What?
Just throw some vehicles out there that you wouldn't want to be on if the wind's blowing 80 miles an hour. Just go throw a couple out there.
Probably a bike. I would hate to be on a bike.
Like a bicycle or motorcycle?
Motorcycle.
I wouldn't want to be on a motorcycle. Nah. You got another guess?
Fucking semi. I've seen a lot of semis topple over with wind.
I wouldn't want to be out there in something light. Do you have any other guesses that are lesser than a motorcycle? But still fucking motor.
Was somebody on a fucking bird?
Someone, no. There are two people. I don't know what's a bird.
The little scooters we rode. The bird, like the
No. Someone, no. There are two dumbasses on dirt bikes, Michael. On dirt bikes. Hey, I'd rather ride a Harley because those things got some at least weight. I'm not getting caught dead on a motorcycle regardless. Dirt bikes.
Those things are 500 pounds, if that.
Dirt bikes. I'm in this fucking 12,000-pound van, and I see them in the back. I'm like, dude, these people are gonna die.
Yeah. If a tornado happened, they're gone.
They can't go on the highway. They can't go 40 miles an hour because if a wind comes from the fucking left side, it's over. It's over.
They just fell. I mean, they would just fall over.
Oh. Yeah, they didn't have helmets, but dude, be smarter.
Dude, even like when there's barely any wind compared to what we had last time, like a high wind on a normal day, my car rocks back and forth. But I have a super light vehicle.
Yeah, I never felt wind like that.
That was ridiculous.
Either in a long time or ever. You see the I don't remember if I told you or my mom. The tornado that ripped half the Amazon warehouse apart.
You didn't tell me that.
In Illinois.
I think I saw a little bit of it, but I didn't get the.
I've seen a lot of TikTok. It's crazy how much news you get from fucking TikTok alone. Yeah. But yeah, dude, I think it was in Illinois. Old tornado came through.
Did I say it killed 8 people?
I think it was 6. Somewhere, but yeah, you're
under
the same
10.
instinct.
Yeah.
Or incident that I am. That's crazy, dude.
And you work at one.
Yeah.
That's probably the scariest part.
Yeah. I was on the day it was windy. I told you, right?
Yeah, you were like texting me like, dude, I hear this building start creaking and shit.
Yeah, man. So
it's like now that I mentioned it, it's creaking. I was like, fuck, dude. This is it.
That was a hell of a day. So usually, obviously, when you get back from delivering packages, you got to drop off the van at the warehouse and then like turn in the keys and all that stuff. And so I'm walking. The shitty part about this fucking warehouse is the bathroom is on one end, and then 3 football fields fucking down is where I need to put the
complete caddy corner to the building,
where I need to turn my like keys in and stuff.
Yeah.
So I either have a decision like when I'm in my car to drive here and just walk in, and not go to the bathroom, even though I always have to go to the bathroom because I don't fucking pee. Yeah. Or I go and pee and I could drive around, but it's like, once I'm already out the car, I'm just gonna walk. And so I usually have to walk fucking 2 football field lengths to turn my shit in after I go to the bathroom. And I'm walking and I hear noises. I'm like, okay, I guess. Usually there's nothing going on. Yeah. Once I get back, it's pretty empty. I'm like, okay, maybe since it's around Christmas time, some machines are going or something. Yeah. And then I'm walking by and other people are like looking up. Like, what are they looking at? Huh? Oh, those noises aren't machine. That's the fucking beams and roofs going creaking.
That freaked me out.
And I was thinking, oh man, dude, one of these warehouses, granted a tornado came. I don't know if it went straight through it, but
it was close.
High winds took out that one. I'm in the middle of it. I'm hearing creaks. But we made it.
Yeah, we did. I was gonna wait for that thing to pass to go drive to the gym. I said, fuck, I think I was racing it because it was on my ass. And then I sat in the car. It hailed on 2 different periods. My car was literally shaking with the e-brake up and being shielded by another vehicle. It was crazy.
Yeah, Timmy, if you listen to this, bro, you got to get on your dream right now. Pass your test immediately. No. We got no time for gap years anymore. Yeah.
I mean, if the fucking weather isn't enough to say the world's ending, goddamn, the people are too.
Realistically, I don't think the world's gonna end, but I think
we're closer to the end than we are the beginning.
I think my grandkids' kids are gonna have some serious issues to deal with.
We're closer to the end than we are.
So my great grandkids? They're gonna. I think they might have some problems. some serious problems. But by then, who knows how
global
many fucking
warming
planets will
shit,
be on
yeah.
and shit.
You never know. Who knows? Tomorrow, Elon Musk might just shit the bed, and we just might be stuck.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's the only one who I genuinely believe can
I don't know.
physically take this human
I think
species.
he's an alien. He's got to be an alien. If he's gonna be the one to take us to fucking other planets, he is an alien.
Why?
How much shit does he do? He has got like 7 kids too.
He sleeps. I saw a video of him. He said he's like sleeping in his
Office, probably.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a new business or a new warehouse, but he said he wanted to like get a feel of how things are running, so he's sleeping in his conference room in his factory.
That's ridiculous.
People like that, dude, they're successful, but they sacrifice
so much,
everything for where they're at. And I'm glad there's people like that out there, because those are the people that
innovate and move on past where we are now and help everybody else out. But it's crazy to think about. It's kind of saying that kind of spark. Everybody has a role on this place. Yeah. Everybody has a role.
Yeah.
Because if you take out one, it's like taking somebody out in the food chain, and then everybody dies.
Yeah.
You take out the upperclassmen, even the upperclassmen, the dickheads, the ones who flaunt their money.
Everyone's got a role. Everyone's got a role. Do you think... This is something I've been thinking about a lot. Because I do believe we don't have to worry about anything but reproducing and stuff and just surviving. But there's a part of me that also thinks we as humans has some deeper moral responsibility.
Yeah.
But I don't
personalized to you? Do you think it's personalized to you?
No, I mean as a human species.
Oh, okay.
Like, or it's like, is our need and desire, not even desire, our necessity to constantly make new things, build and innovate, is that just a natural instinct of this animal species? Or is it like something big? Like, is it something bigger? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, beavers build dams. Their natural instincts to build dams, and they're damn good at it.
That's how they build a house.
Is making more innovative things better than building dams, or is it just as natural, and in the grand scheme of things, is it just as useful as just building dams?
I don't know. I think it's a little bit of both.
I can't decide.
Because, I mean, I can see both sides of it. That's what I'm going to say. I can see both sides.
Yeah.
Because in the grand, like, when you're saying they are completely the same, it's like, okay, if beavers didn't build it, like, if they didn't build a home, it'd be the same as them just being vulnerable, or like us. I mean, us not having a home.
Yeah. Maybe that's a bad example.
Well, yeah.
Is there any other animal that
is kind of stuck in evolution?
I think that's not stuck in evolution. I don't think.
No, I think we're the only ones. Well, actually, I would probably take that back. I would say everybody's in evolution. It's just the rate of evolution is different.
Right. So do you think...
I think
technology is just as useful as beaver dams?
Yeah. No. I take that. Yeah, no. Because I think his beaver dam is like our caveman.
Yeah.
But when we're in fucking 20 different other planets, the beavers probably
won't even be us anymore.
The beavers will probably have cell phones. That's what I'm saying.
Isn't there a paradox where it's impossible for the human species to populate multiple planets, because once they do, it's just eventually they'll evolve like
different
humans.
Yeah, they'll evolve differently.
They won't need like certain sizes of noses because their planet does something, and then they're different, and then humans.
I read a study. I was doing a paper in college, and I was reading a study about like if somebody was born on Mars, they would have a completely different bone structure.
Yeah. Because
of the gravity difference, your muscles and your ligaments would be under a different atmospheric pressure, so they would built different.
So we're actively. Maybe it is humans have this fucking moral thing to just continue life in general because it's not going to be humans. It's impossible. I think humans think they could populate different solar systems and different. Maybe they can if their travel's fast enough. But if they just become different species and evolve differently, then we're just doing this to continue life itself and not the human.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely to continue life. I mean, it's kind of the same scenario, but on a smaller scale. Of I'm half I'm Ireland, I'm German.
Mm-hmm.
As if I moved to a different planet and I had a kid, my kid would be, part Martian and part Earth.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the gist of it, or where I'm thinking about, like where I think that stands. I don't know. I could be completely wrong because we have no fucking clue.
Yeah, we don't.
But
we don't.
Dude, it's so. I'm not even talking like it's so mind-boggling. What could be out there?
Are you afraid that we don't know?
Not at all. I'm curious.
Me neither. I'm not afraid.
I'm curious. With how many bad like superhero movies I've seen where aliens just fucking take over or try to take over or something, I'm completely chill.
Yeah. I have a bold statement. Well,
say it.
No, I will.
You stand by it?
I think no, I'll stand by it. I think the root of religion is used as a comfort because us humans don't like not knowing what's going to happen. We don't like the unknown. So I think the beginnings of religions were for us to
find a sort of peace. Yeah.
Feel comfortable and feel like we can control something. I've been listening to this History of the World podcast, and it talks about human evolution, and if you believe in evolution, if you believe in your religion, whatever, I'm still kind of deciding. I'm still deciding because I haven't studied enough religion in terms of even Christianity. I haven't studied religions really in general.
Yeah.
I just really believe in science, and I really believe that the people that tell us we are a rock going through space and this rock is 13.4 billion years old. It's just hard for me not to believe them, especially when there's like
a numbers guy more than a belief.
Yeah, especially when I feel like we could test the half-lives of chemicals and
atoms and shit.
Yeah, and we could scientifically prove that parts of the Earth are older than.
Yeah, I mean
6,000 years. And granted, I may be completely ignorant in saying Christians believe the Earth's 6,000 years old because I really don't know. I haven't studied Christianity enough.
I mean, I've been Catholic, Christian my entire life.
Yeah. I think
I've been, and just recently, I guess when I started doing college, which is around most of the time people fade out of Christianity, is around college. In high school, college, I faded out because, one, it felt cultish going to church. I stopped going to church. And then I became a numbers guy. And science and space and curiosity.
Yeah.
It's I guess it is more seeing is believing than believing is seeing sort of deal.
Yeah.
But
I think, don't get me wrong, I think
we right now at this point in time are more, we need to prove it. We need to know there's proof of it.
Yeah.
There's no there's no more trust or shit like that. Like I can't go up to
and I think that trust issue there's a lot of sources in this generation.
So many.
Even from relationships to the news, media,
fucking politics.
It's just hard to trust.
Anything.
It's hard to trust. I think our generation is the least religious or least religious generation in quite a while.
I mean, I believe it.
I think, don't get me wrong, I think there's every room in the world for religion because I think it promotes being a kind human being. Good morals. Good morals, boundaries, discipline. I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't know where I'd be if I didn't have Christianity growing up. I could be a fucking crackhead if I didn't have
Oh,
that.
yeah. But I listened to this History of the World podcast, and it just makes sense to me. And reading with Christianity, some of the things just never clicked to me because I think they're a little more abstract and hard to physically wrap a human's mind around. But I'm listening to this History of the World podcast, and like early human evolution, they started praising the sky gods, so they feel like they had some sort of control and they weren't scared not knowing the next time it would rain to grow their crops.
Yeah.
And so they'd make these different deities, I think they were, or even caveman era, just basic gods like food god, ground, rock.
Yeah.
And so they felt they had some control, and it just makes sense to me how that just evolves over time, and it becomes more complex. Like the gods become more complex, and the stories become more and more and more.
And in some religions, there's more gods.
Right.
It turns from one to
And I remember as a little kid learning about other religions that weren't Christianity, and just naturally, the first thing that came to mind was like, okay, why are we right but they're wrong? See, and there's more of those people than there are of us. Like Christianity is one of the top two.
Yeah, it's a big one.
But Islam, that's the biggest religion in the world. Why are we right and they're wrong? And so just like stuff like that, just
dude, Christianity has so many like holes in the Bible too.
Yeah, and I don't want to.
They contradict each other.
I don't want to.
I mean, I'm not dishing on
I don't want to speak on it because I don't know enough about it. I should look more into it, as well as other religions. But yeah,
I'm gonna see where it takes me. If I eventually get back to Christianity and start going to church, so be it. I mean,
yeah, I could definitely see myself going back to church just for the. It's such a comfort. It's such a comfort.
Yeah.
One of my favorite times of the year, dude. And I'm not really religious. I'm confused, but I don't know that religion can explain the creation of the world. But one of the best moments is going to Christmas or church Christmas Eve at 11 o'clock to midnight at my dad's church. And at the end, it's one of those churches with a lot of money, so they got a huge ass room.
Yeah.
You can play a basketball game in, and they give everyone candles, and and we all sing Silent Night with like no music, just our voices, and it gives me chills, and it's I don't know, it's something about it, and I can understand why that something about it, that feeling that you get, is connected to some higher. I believe in a higher power.
There's gotta be.
I just don't know. I just disagree when I don't think we can explain the world we are in because we physically don't know the entire thing.
Yeah. Because in my eyes, it could literally be just like another one of us just playing strings to a smaller civilization. Like an ant colony.
Right.
But at the same time, I think it's easier for the ant colony or us just to put a label on the guy who's playing a string.
And it gives us comfort.
That's where God came from.
That's generally what I think. I think based on everything we know, shit gets smaller and smaller and smaller. There's stuff smaller than atoms we just don't know what they are because we physically just don't know. There's shit bigger and bigger than black hole. The biggest black holes, there's shit bigger than that. The universe, no universe, it keeps going and we just simply don't know. So how can we 100% know what's going on here in terms of like how it's created, where it came from? If an apple, I know there's a law. It's a law or a theory, something. I don't know what it is, and I don't know the exact definition, so I'll try to explain it with an example. If an apple is the human species, right?
Yep.
So an apple, it gets this thing called consciousness that we just got, right? I don't know where we don't know where it comes. We just got it. We don't know if it's part of evolution. We don't know if it's something, I don't know, quote unquote special, but we got it. And so all you know that you are is what you've explored, right? What you've mapped out, what you've seen. So once this thing called consciousness is in the middle of this apple, it thinks it's darkness, right? Because all it knows is that it's just darkness. And then it explores a little bit, right? The human explored the earth a little bit. Oh, I'm not seeds. I'm seeds in this like mush, like this hard, mushy thing, right? And then you explore a little more. Oh, I have red skin. Oh, I'm this whole fruit. I'm this apple, right? You keep exploring. Oh wait, I'm a tree. I'm not an apple. I thought I was an apple. I'm a tree. I've explored these branches. I see these branches, and it just keeps going and going and going and
until
going.
You get to the...
So you don't know what you are until you've explored further out, and you can always keep exploring further out because shit always gets bigger and shit's always small. So we, at this point in our exploration, we're the, let's just say we see that we're the apple. We see we have red skins. We see that we have a stem. We see that we have seeds, the inside mush. There are solar systems we haven't explored. Those are the branches. And eventually, we're not this.
And then it becomes the entire tree. And then it becomes, the ground included, the roots, everything. Damn.
And so we're the universe we are the universe. We're the apple just exploring itself as humans.
That is ridiculous to think about. Because that just means everything is infinitely bigger and infinitely smaller.
My mouth is dry, let me tell you.
Yeah, I've only sipped on this drink probably twice.
Oh. I need to calm the fuck down.
You know what? Is a bullshit comment. The fucking it ain't that deep.
So,
little preface. Tyler likes to use...
So, are you... Before we give them background, give me background. Are you talking about me specifically when I say it, or the term in general?
The term in general.
Okay.
The term in general. It ain't that deep. Because if you... So, use it in an example, please.
So,
Or the other day.
The saying we're talking about is, quote, it's not that deep, end quote. I forgot what we were talking about. But let's just, for example, say you text me. What was the example? Because now it's going to bother me.
Yeah. Was it a long... We wouldn't still have it, would we?
I'd imagine.
Because there was something I think I told you...
Oh, it was recording the next
episode.
It was recording this episode.
Yes. So we were... Did I ask you? No, you asked me. You were like, hey, do you want to record episode 2 tonight?
Yeah, I remember.
And then I go, maybe. And this is when I was binge watching the Spider-Man movie. So I was trying to keep most of my time to that. And then I said, maybe...
You're trying to get organized, right?
I'm trying to get organized, the podcast organized right now, which took me literally no time, and then I started watching Spider-Mans.
And I say, okay, never mind.
It's not that deep.
How is that? I don't understand.
The term "not that deep" is implying that you don't care anymore, basically.
No, it's saying it's...
What is it saying in your eyes? What is not that deep telling me?
I say it as... Okay, we don't have to. It's not that big of a deal.
It's not that big of a deal.
Right.
But where I'm coming from is literally 2 seconds after, or 2 seconds before I sent my text, it was that deep.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, but I just,
it's so bullshit because you basically just contradict yourself. Like, if you're gonna tell me, if you're gonna ask me, like, hey, let's start the let's try to do the podcast tonight. Or
I say
okay.
I don't say let's try. I say, hey, if
yeah,
I said let's try and I said it's not that deep, then it's like,
yeah, okay,
wanted to try.
You said,
but
like,
I asked you a question.
You were like, okay, hey, do you want to do this podcast today? And then I answer with a maybe, and then you go, it ain't that deep. Yeah, you're kind of just shutting down your entire operation.
No, I say it, and I think most people say it as, at least, well, maybe not most people. I don't want you to think that it's that big of a deal
if we don't do it.
Like, I'd rather you do your organization shit, because that's not, doing the podcast episodes not that important to me, because we could do it later as organizing maybe for you, because there's a reason you're doing that now. And there's no reason I asked you to do the podcast other than
you're basically just trying to keep the burden off of me instead of like me trying to. You're thinking I'm thinking that I'm gonna be thinking about.
Yeah, man. Humans are fucking weird. Isn't that crazy,
dude? I was,
and that just goes on all the time, and we don't even think about it.
Okay, this was mind-boggling to me when I first heard it.
I bet I saw
mind-boggling.
I bet I saw the same TikTok.
Okay. How do you view yourself?
Yep, there it is.
Okay? How do you view yourself? Do you view yourself as you, specifically you, or do you view yourself as what you interpret that I would view you? Okay, hold on.
I know
so
that.
Wrong.
No, I understand what you're saying.
I know, but I said it so wrong.
Yeah, maybe people don't have our chemistry. They don't know what the fuck you just said.
Yeah, I was completely wrong.
Go ahead and run it back.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Take a breath. Take a drink of water. Take a drink of water.
Okay.
Calm down. All right.
Okay. Do you view yourself as you would view yourself? Okay? That one's kind of a little tongue twister, but that's how best way to put it. Or do you view yourself in the eyes of you?
How I think you view me.
Yeah, that.
No, I view myself how I view myself, but I know I have that version of me
that wants to think
that I know what I think that you think I think.
This is gonna be like the confusing thing. This is gonna be so
like I have that Tyler that like that's who Michael thinks I am.
Yeah. So are you? Okay, that's what you. Is that what I said? What did I say? How you view yourself.
I view me how I view.
Okay, now here's the twist. How do you act? Do you act like Tyler, or do you act like the version Michael thinks Tyler is?
No, I act like Tyler.
You don't put on an act because you think.
I think you put on acts.
Yeah, I mean,
but I don't like my personality isn't. I am me. Like I'm.
Yeah, but is there
comfortable enough with who I am to just?
Is there specific times when we're hanging out that you put on an act and say, "Oh yeah, Michael's gonna like this"?
No,
really?
That's weird to me. To put it like I understand, like
I mean, but at the same time, you're also not consciously looking for that scenario.
Like I put on acts. Like I'm obviously not gonna talk to my old kitchen friends how I talk to my mom. Right?
Yeah.
They're acts, right?
Yeah. But you're still Tyler. I mean, that's still Tyler.
Yeah.
It's just so.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Because I think I did that. I think I was playing before high school, or before freshman year. I was playing that. I was thinking that side of thing. I wasn't doing shit because of it was me. I was doing shit based on the thought of other people's.
Yeah, I think everyone gets caught up in that, especially growing up.
Yeah, and I would say that is probably the reason why I really didn't have a lot of friends in high school. Because I found myself.
I didn't really have a lot of friends in high school either, but that was mostly just because I don't fucking like people. That's why I'm in a room with one other person talking to a microphone.
And we're cousins.
Yeah,
so we were forced to grow up.
Yeah. It's crazy that there's the version you are, there's the version that you think I think you are, and there's the version that I see you as, and they're all different.
Every single one of them.
And that's with every single person you have a relationship with.
That's so weird.
And
there's 3 different versions of you right at this moment, but you only see one.
Yep. That's why I'm so. I will say one. I don't want to call it a religion because I don't practice it as a religion. I know Buddhism has some rituals and ceremonies and stuff. I'm really into. I think it's called secular Buddhism, but yeah, it's just like it's not even a religion. It's just like a value set. It's like a mindset. It's stuff just like this. It's like realizing there's versions of yourself that are all made up in your head. And it's like exploring that, and it's so interesting, some of the Buddhist concepts to just think about.
I could go so deep into my mind right now, dude. Do you ever get those just random moments where you just dive so deep into your thoughts? A lot of times it happens right when you're about to go to bed.
A lot of times for me it happens when I'm driving and there's a red light.
Really? I mean, yeah, there's like, or sometimes on car rides I'll be like sick of movies, or not movies. I'll be sick of songs, so I'll just turn off the music and I'll just drive. It happens when you lose focus of your driving, and then apparently you just wake up. It's like, oh shit, I'm 45 minutes ahead to when I was conscious. It happens when those,
especially when there's no other cars and traffic around that you have to pay attention to.
Just you.
Because when I worked at Topgolf, sometimes I wouldn't get out till like early on. It was like 2 or 3 in the morning. So when you're driving home, there's zero cars,
drowning in your thoughts.
Right. And so
that's dangerous. That's very dangerous.
I can't tell you the amount of red lights. It's at least double digits that I just blatantly ran through and didn't realize it till I was at the next intersection. Like, oh,
you're talking physical.
Yeah.
Physical trouble. I'm talking mental trouble. I feel like you could get really lost in your thoughts and really dive deep into depression or anxiety.
Yeah, and it's hard because we don't know what it is. It's you. It's like in your head.
Yeah.
People don't think. I like to think of the brain and thoughts. Like I think of the brain as another sense organ. Like you have your hand is a sense organ and touch is a sense. Your tongue is a sense organ. Taste is a sense. Sense. Drink some water, Tyler.
A sense organ.
I just see the brain as an organ, and your thoughts are a sense because they're influenced by your environment, right?
Yeah.
Just like the taste is influenced by the environment, like an apple.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, and so it's like not something to get so worked up about. And when you can get good at just constantly knowing that,
I think I got really good at that. I feel like I can control
stuff. Starts to get easier.
I think that's where I'm at.
Not to say like there's not hard times or
no,
because at the end of the day we're humans and all that shit. It's natural to feel
depressed
and sad and mad and all that shit.
You gotta fucking learn how to control it.
But knowing that it's just like
it's something that just happens.
Yeah,
you'll get over it.
And it goes back to the universe, us all being one. Ooh, hippie Tyler. Us all being one thing.
We're on a rock.
The moon rises, the moon sets, the sun rises, the sun sets, planets go in a cycle around.
If you died tomorrow,
a system,
nothing stops.
There's not one thing in this universe that's not.
Everything's
constantly changing and in a cycle.
Yeah. No.
The sun comes up, sun comes down, waves come up on the beach, waves go down.
Another year passes, Time does not stop for fucking nobody.
No, you're gonna have bad times, you're gonna have good times. But knowing that it's just part of the cycle, and not to say when you're sad or anything, you should just be like quote unquote give up or just not try to
and boost
yourself, but just knowing that it's just a natural part of the human feeling cycle that goes like this.
I mean, it's like a fucking period. It comes every month.
Eventually I'm going to be happy again. Eventually you're going to be sad again.
Yeah.
Eventually you're going to be happy again.
Dude. I don't know. I think you just got to learn how to control it. I mean, I did it. I had a panic attack. And
it's hard.
I thought I had control of it during the panic attack, too. I'm not going to lie. But no.
And being 20 years old, dude, it's tough.
I think I was just overwhelmed.
It's tough.
I think I was just really overwhelmed. First time being on my own.
Yeah, man.
6 hours away from family, immediate family.
you're expected to like figure shit out.
Yeah.
Or at least
schools don't fucking teach this shit. Schools teach you math.
Teach me about
Dude, if we learned about fucking stocks in high school rather than one class for one quarter, we would all be millionaires.
It's mind-boggling to me how many people I talk to that are around my age
and don't know shit
and haven't learned what a 401k is. Not that it's their fault. And I don't want to talk down on anyone, but it's like unless you teach yourself, it sucks because it's not taught in school. At least when I went through high school,
I didn't hear anything of it.
Nothing was like a requirement to graduate. But luckily, I took just a financial literacy class because I liked the teacher. He was like a sports coach, and it just clicked. Something clicked, and I've been able to teach
an entrepreneurship class. That was fun as fuck.
Yeah,
that was really fun.
All right.
Well, it's about that time.
I could keep going.
I mean, me too.
I'm not gonna listen more than an hour, so
that's fine. Hey, we gotta say some topics for episode 3 of Apartment 834.
Yeah, is it 8:34 TM or 8:34? What's the name? Because I've heard the Apartment 8:34.
The TM is just kind of a Easter egg. Okay, that's just there in the logo. This is an Easter egg for Tyler Michael. Unless you don't want it, we can get rid of it.
No, I like TM. What's the name that we
The name I think we're gonna go for is the official name is Apartment APT.834 podcast.
There you have it, boys and girls.
Apartment 834 podcast.
There you have it.
Check us out on absolutely nothing besides YouTube at the moment. Baby step.